welcome ladies and gentlemen to the first bit of Hearthstone. This being the new Naxx Run bosses that Blizzard have unleashed upon the poor unsuspecting crowd. And this is how the thing's going to work. Basically, just back out of this here, you now, instead of having a practice mode, it's now called a solo adventure where practice now resides. Naxx Run is the first adventure coming up. And then all you must do to quite simply unlock the harder modes of Class Challenge and Heroic is beat the quarters, and the quarters will be opened each week. So this week is Arachnid, next week is Plague, Military, Construct and Frostworm. Of course each one has its own shiny prize. So for example, first boss is Anub Rakan, the Spider Lord. Beat him, we get some Haunted Creepers to add to a Beast Hunter deck. Next up is going to be something else spider themed, and then we get the Nerub Weblord, and we're going to get Nerubian eggs as well, which are pretty good. I actually wouldn't mind getting a couple of those into my deck. And beating the whole ring means we also get access to Menexa, destroy any minion damage by this minion, so it's a more expensive Cobra, but it'll actually be able to do some damage and take a couple of hits. We can also look at the rewards from the other wings. If we beat Plague, we get Gargoyle, Unstable Ghoul, Sludge Belcher, and Lotheb. And Unstable Ghoul is much like an Abomination. I very much approve of that. It's a lot cheaper and does a lot less damage. In the military course, we get Dancing Sword, so Death Rattle your opponent draws a card. Not too bad, especially if you want to play a bounce deck. Spectral Knight is a very strong Fairy Dragon. Death Lord, that could go very badly, of course, if especially if you're playing, say, against a legendary deck, or a deck of powerful cards. You can get them out a lot quicker. And of course, Barrier River Dare, your minions trigger the death rattles twice, so you can make them draw 2 cards, you can make them summon 2 cards, or with the Unstable Ghoul, take 2 damage. So, Construct Quarter, Undertaker, Mad Scientist, pretty good cards. I like the Undertaker. It'd be very nice in a Death Rattle themed deck, so not like one where we have a load of Taunt or a load of Beast or a load of Secrets. It is just nothing but creatures with the Death Rattle effect. Every time you summon a minion, it gets +1/+1, so a 1/2 for 1, not that much, but with that +1/+1 and lots of Death Rattles, as we can just see in this bit from the construction quartz. You know, ignore the Wailing Soul, it's 1, 2, 3. So that's automatically going to make him a 4/5 for 1, which is pretty damn nice. So moving on, the Mad Scientist. Death Rattle will put a secret from your deck into the battlefield, which is pretty damn nice, especially if you're playing a Mage or a Hunter deck. It's going to make those kind of deck builds much more enticing. Zombie Chow, Death Rattle restore 5 health to the enemy hero. Not great unless you're going for some kind of cheese play or something, or just some way to shatter their hopes and dreams, but it's still fairly cheap at 2, 3 for 1. Definitely worth it, although not worth the restore 5 health to the enemy hero. And next up is the Wailing Soul. Battle Cry, silence your other minions. Cool if I have I think it's the Stone Guardian, which can't attack, and Ragnaros. That's about all I can think of that this would be good for. Beyond that, not really worth it. So I think so you're better off playing this first in your hand before you play anything else, something that has a Battle Cry or Death Rattle, or even playing the Wailing Soul with the Zombie Chow would make the Zombie Chow a little bit more worth it, since you won't restore 5 health anymore because he will be silenced. And the final bit is Fusion Death Rattle. If Stark also died this game, summon Thaddeus. Annoyingly, I haven't seen Stark anywhere in all of these. As we get to the final layer, the Frostworm layer, we get Echelon Ooze, Battle Cry, summon an exact copy of this minion at the end of the turn, which is not bad, especially if you want to start building up minions and have things like your Festering Ghouls be fed. The Shade of Naxxramas, at the start of the turn, gain +1/+1, and it's stealthed as well. If that counts in the stealth, that's going to build up really quick and actually become quite a strong card, and especially for 3 mana, it is certainly worth it. And finally, the final reward will of course be the boss of Naxxramas, Kel'Thuzad. At the end of each turn, summon a friendly minion that died this turn. So keep sacrificing and Kel'Thuzad will keep resurrecting. So let's go against Anub Rakan, And whilst I've cleared out all my custom decks, let's have a crack at him with a standard deck. So let's do this the right way and go at him with a paladin. I like that, clearing the trash. Exactly what So let's see what we get here.
Welcome to my parlor.
I will fight with honor,
Said the paladin to the fly. Right, so not a great starting hand. Let's get rid of that. We'll keep the raid leader, and we'll keep blessing him out and see what we get. We're going first, so could need. That's not going to help at all. That doesn't help. So we get something on turn 1, and still nothing. So we are having a very bad early game. Let's see what a Nubicon also chooses not to summon anything. So let's get a minion on the field at least. And let's interact with the board a second. Let's see what we get. So minions with battle cry. Thankfully we have nothing. Oh, we have one with battle cry. That's our Ironforged Rifleman. Right. Well, we'll lose him to that anyway. Let's summon another helpful little minion. And we'll just keep hitting a Lubricant on the face. And let's interact with the board a little bit. Yay! Big heavy tilt wall. So top left corner. Oh, we can. Oh, it's the gem. Oh, we can flash the other side. No, we can't flash the other side. We can't play with the mushrooms. What on the right? What can we do on the right? Oh, we can close the sieve tank. Can we do nothing else? Oh, we can open that. Oh, can we? If we do it with the hatch closed, does it threaten to explode? Yeah, it just belches a load of sludge. That's pretty cool, I like that. Anyways, getting back to the thing at hand here, we're going to need some oomph on the field. So let's see, 4 mana, what can we do with 4 mana? Well, it'd be nice if we got him out of the way, but he's not a major threat for the time being, so we could raid leader, and then go Blessing of Might afterwards and boost up our 1-1 to, what would it be, a 5-1? Or the Stormy Knight and charge right on in. Choices, 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 choices. Let's go raid leader. And instead we'll Blessing of Might the raid leader, so he's a 5-2. And we'll just end it there. Okay, so what happens down here? So what happens if I keep poking the crystal at the bottom right? Oh, we keep cracking. Can we break it? Oh, that would have been handy 5 seconds ago, give a minion Divine Shield. Although it's still not bad, because what we can do is Stormy Knight, Divine Shield. I need to get a bit of extra damage down. Although, don't know why that's really dumb. Oh, oh dear. This ain't good. We're taking a lot of damage. Although, I haven't really got to a point where we can start worrying. Could get down our top wall, it's pretty hefty, and I say why not. And let's choke him down even more, so now he's down to 2 health. 1, 4, 5. So, depending on how he attacks, we could keep our Lord of the Arena alive, but only just barely. What about the bottom left? Oh, we can summon spiders in the bottom left. Oh, that's not good. Right, so we get that out of the way, we get him out of the way. We also get the draw a card, and we get a second Lord of the Arena. That is good. Right. Give him Divine Shield.
farewell.
Run him into that so he destroys everything else. Let's get some cards out. And we'll summon a weenie onto the field just so we've Got a little bit of extra
Just a
present.
little taste.
What? Oh, that is so not fair. What on earth was that? Locust Swarm. Deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. Restore 3 health to your hero. Okay, so as long as he hits it once. That is evil. It could be worse though. It could have been his skitter ability. Right, 8 mana. Not a lot of players we can have, so let's summon a couple of Ironforged Riflemen
Reporting for duty.
and get a weenie on the field. We could lose this though to... Oh good. Oh, that's nice. 4 damage to minion. So, we are in dire straits, to say the least. Or are we? So we can get him out. We can summon a weenie.
Reporting for duty.
For honor.
Fire!
And we can ignore the little guys, because whilst they got a lot of health, they don't have a lot of damage, so we can have a lot more oomph.
Closer now, tasty morsels.
Okay, right, ignore that at all costs. That's going to start hurting. So what's making us cost battle cry? So let's summon
I've got a heat!
Dwarf, pop that.
Reporting for duty.
For honor.
The battle!
Weenies
The
can just
battle!
go on in. Days like today, now I wish I had the Frostfang Wall, or whichever one it was, again, attack and health depending on what's on the field. Right, so that's both Nerubian eggs, that's both Crazed Alchemist, just resetting my Stormlight Commander. Why, thank you. That is great. Oh, all of the minions get +1/+1. Nice. 7 mana though, summon a weenie.
Reporting for duty. Behold the might of Storm!
We shall bring the might of Stormwind upon them.
Ready! The battle!
And we might as well just go for the face. I mean, he's down to 7 health now. We've got plenty of damage unless he suddenly goes right for my face. And we still have lethal regardless. And there we go, and there's our lethal.
For honor.
That was interesting. Let's kill him with... Why oh why? It's because you're a spider.
I'm irrelevant. You'll never defeat the Grand Widow.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say, Kel'Thuzad. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you for the next round of Naxx Run.